Hi everyone, my name is Jenna Medke. I am a current fourth grade teacher at Jefferson Elementary in Manitowoc. I'm going to look at some schedules from last year due to the fact with coronavirus this year, our schedules are on half days and they're a little out of whack. So I want to show you what it kind of looks like on a normal year. The first thing that I am showing you on this screen is what looks at our master schedule. So you will see on here a, B, and C days. The way that we use this is all grades use an A, B, and C day, which is either an art day, a music day, or a Phi-Ed day. This way teachers are able to know if it is September 6th, I am on an A day. If it is January 3rd, I am on a B day. So this is our master schedule that we use, knowing what day of the week it is for our specials. As well with our specials is we have a schedule that looks like this. For example, I taught fifth grade last year, so I was Medkey and I was here and it told me that I had specials from 10 o'clock till 10:45 every day. So I was able to say that I had an A day, a B day, or a C day, depending on what it was, but my time was always the same. Um, Also, if you look at this, here's third grade. They had them from 8:30 until 9:15. So every grade had a specials time based on the day. You will also see this what is called a win period. This is another master schedule that we have. Win stood for what I need. And what that meant was we were able to work in groups and have specialists come in, like our reading specialists and our EL specialist, work with students during that time. So this was really our master schedule to look like. So if we looked at fifth grade here, we had our specials. We had recess from 11:25 until 11:45, and then they would come in for lunch until 12:05. This whole block here, all the red blocks are all the same times, and they are working in unison. We have only one grade out on one side of the playground at a time. Also, if you keep scrolling here, our win time was 1:30 to 2 o'clock. So like I said, that was what I need. And that was able for us to work with some of our lower students and have groups built together to help those students in reading or math or whatever area of school that they are struggling in. We also have a lunch schedule. So here, if we needed to look at it more in a condensed way, it said kindergarten was from 11:05 to 11:55 and then going all the way to 12:45 with those staggered times. So thankfully our principal was very organized in keeping all this together. We also had a standard schedule if we needed to look at just specials. So we have, if you look at here, if you look at our third grade, it's like 1/3 of 3D. What that meant is 1/3 of each of their class went to a different special on A, B, and C days. Just because if we have some of our grades had 4 or 5 teachers and we only have 3 specials to go to. So I believe that happened with first grade, second grade, and third grade. Otherwise, the rest of them here, I could say I on a C, here on is a C day, I had gym. And then here is an A day and I had music. And here is a B day and I had art. So this is a nice schedule to look at this way of keeping all of that organized for our specials throughout the day. Like I said, here is a condensed win period. This helps our EL and reading specialists come together and look at those different schedules as well as our recess schedule. So it talked about how we broke it down in those 15-minute periods. Uh, we also have our PLC schedule, so our professional learning community. It said, for example, fifth grade, I'm going to use again just because I can look at that. And we had it from Monday from 10 to 10:45, and we had it Thursday from 10 to 10:45. So that was our prep time for our specials. Some teachers decided to, if you look here at second grade, they did it in the morning before school, and then some did it during their lunch. It just depended on what worked best for your team. A lot of them used that specials time, or some did it after school. So it's just depending on what's best for the students. Some other schedules that I want to look at. This is our behavior specialist. She is spectacular, and she has her schedule where we can all look at this. with her student check-ins, parent contacts, and classroom observations throughout the day. So if I ever needed to know where Miss Wojtek was, I would be able to go on to our Jefferson Drive, which is super spectacular, and then I can go on to our information and look at those schedules of who I need or what if I needed something else. Again, we have, this is our EL schedule, Mrs. Vang. So I would be able to say she is with WIN groups all throughout the day, or she is coming into the classrooms. If you look in here, she's in 1W or Miss Workis's room or Miss Rosado's room for writing. So she was very specific on hers, and we all get a printout of her schedules with our times highlighted at the beginning of the school year. Same thing for our reading specialists. We have two of them. Miss Sticka is just the one that I worked with. So I'm able to see she has a reading group, she has WIN, she has a PLC, she has writing. I'm able to see where she is if I ever needed to know where she was during the day. The last thing I want to show you is just the different ways some of us teachers put our schedules into play. So this is a first grade teacher, and she has her schedule every day. Whether it's the same or different, then her bolded areas are talking about where parts are different. So like from 12:30 to 1 here, they have library on Mondays, but they have guidance on Tuesdays or community time. Here they have reading buddies. So this is how that first grade teacher decided to structure her schedule. As well as here's a third grade. She had hers the same every single day with a warm-up specials. If they had any changes, she made those littler with that in our closing routine. So our day ended at 3:10 and it began at 8:10 every single day. This is the last one I want to show you. This is my schedule. So I had it color coded so I would be able to see those different times. Like I'd be able to see we're in the computer lab here. Or I'd be able to see this is word work, but this gets flipped around because I have reading buddies. So that way we are able to look at these schedules and see where everything is different or when there are changes. Again, we are all able to, in this drive, look at, if it wants to load, if we want to look at teacher schedules and I want to know where our first grade team is, I can click and I can find their schedules to do so. So that was a really nice job, along with having these master schedules that are all printed out for us at the end or at the beginning of every school year, or if there is a change ever in that day.